My name is Comrade Prince Xavier Ishe. I'm the National President, Ambassador for Peace and Enlightenment Foundation, the voice of the voiceless. The federal government have announced increment in petroleum products from 159 naira to 165 naira. The last administration left office at petrol at rate of 78 naira. Today, the government have increased petroleum products to the tune of 100 and some fraction percent. We are all aware that each time there's increment in petroleum products, Nigerians suffer the more. The price of transportation, the cost of living, the cost of food items and every other things increase. At this critical time that we are just coming out from lockdown, the lockdown that we have been locked inside our various homes without food, the palliative that we have been promised, that government promised to give us, was locked up in various warehouses by our heartless leaders. Today, many families cannot eat 1 square meal per day. Many children have dropped out of school because their parents cannot be able to pay their school fees. The cost of food items have increased per day. The border closure have affected Nigerians. My question is, before this increment, did the government consult the stakeholders? The masses are paying heavily. Whatever we buy, we purchase, we are paying tax. The VAT, the government increased VAT. As to say, anything we buy, even its biscuits, we are paying tax. Our naira, our currency is going down per day. 5 naira cannot buy anything any longer. Before some parents give their children 5 naira, they will use that 5 naira to eat rice, even eat meat on top. Today, 200 naira cannot do that work. How much is the minimum wage of average Nigerian worker? 30,000 naira minimum wage. Even for some states say they cannot be able to pay. On what expense? How can Nigerians survive? How can the poor masses survive? Government, before you take any action, think of the effect of your action to the common man. The common man is suffering. Nigerians are suffering. There is hunger in the land. A hungry man is a devil workshop. Let the government, whomever that is giving our president this advice, please, I don't think you have the masses. I don't think you have you have the well-being of Nigerian masses. As a businessman, we know how we find it difficult even to survive. How much more a salary earner that are earning 30,000 naira? Even at the business second, market women are complaining of bad market. Why? Because the money is not circulating. Now, for instance, the government closed the border because they want to encourage the local farmers. The local farmers, the government did not even make provision to encourage them. The border was closed and the rice was sold at the rate of 18,000 naira per bag. Today, how much is rice today? Rice is almost 42,000 naira per bag. How can a worker, a salary earner, be able to survive in this critical time? Government, I am calling you, are the people's ambassador, the voice of the voiceless. Please, our government, people are dying. If we all die, who will you rule? Who will come and vote for you in the next election? What is really happening? Somebody should wake Nigeria up for sleep. I believe that we are sleeping. Because if we are not sleeping, this type of atrocities will not be happening. Somebody should wake me from sleep. Somebody should wake me from sleep. Somebody should wake Nigeria from sleep. Our leaders, what is happening? This is not the change. This is not the promise that you people promised us. You people promised us 100 naira to dollar. How much is dollar today? How much is dollar today? Children are crying. There's a lot of rape everywhere. Why? Because a child that the parents cannot be able to give food at home goes out and see an old man that can offer him 20 naira. She will open her body. What is really happening? Who do we offend? What can we do to move out of this situation? It's become critical. It's becoming harder and harder per day. There is fire on the mountain, but nobody seems to be running. Our legislators, our senators, what is happening? There is a lot happening in this country, but you people do not know because you are over there moving with your cereal, eating foreign rice in your home, taking your children out in other foreign land to school. You don't care of what is happening. I believe God, the God of avenger, will surely avenge the cry of innocent soul upon our leaders, because it is getting too much. I know how many people that cry to my office every day. I know how many people that cry to my office every day for food. Many women have lost their dignity because of hardship. What is really happening? The government have borrowed money and borrowed money and borrowed money and borrowed money and still increasing price. Who are you borrowing this money for? This money they are borrowing, we have borrowed from China, from China, almost in every 3 months we are borrowing money. Who are you borrowing this money for? Go to our roads, very bad. Our express, our streets, nothing. And you are increasing price. The money that government make in bank transaction alone is enough to fix this country. Imagine, from 78 naira, under not up to 6 years of this present administration, we have increased price to 100 and something %. This is cause for sober reflection. It's cause for question. Something might be wrong somewhere. It's like somebody is not telling us the truth. We need to know the truth. Government should come out and tell us the truth. What are they using all these billions to do? It's not reflecting. It's not reflecting in our life. These billions and VAT increment and petrol increment is what are you using? Is it transportation? Is it rail? Is it housing estates? They are using this money to build for us. We could have said, okay, it's for our own good. But to my own analysis and also the report I'm getting from other states, we're in a very big mess. And something, the government should correct this abnormalities before it's too late. I still remain a person. Comrade Prince Savior Ishe, Nigerians, governments, the masses are not smiling. There's anger in the land. There is anger in the land. Kindly do the right thing. At least open the border. Let's see. So we can be able to at least buy rice at a spare rate. You cannot close border against products entering your country and against products going out of your country. I'm a seasoned entrepreneur. I'm the national president of Association of Micro Entrepreneurs of Nigeria. We produce in Nigeria and we cannot export through the land border. Is there any sense in that? That you close border against product coming into your country and close it against goods going outside the country that could bring foreign exchange into your country? Somebody should wake the government from sleep. Somebody should wake them from sleep. Things are not all right. There's something wrong somewhere. somebody is not telling us the truth, and we need to get the truth. Governments, Nigerians are not smiling. They say we are the most happiest people on earth. We are suffering and we are smiling. Go to the streets. You see youths everywhere. After school, no job. The few industries they could have employed the Nigerian people have closed down. Many have relocated to the neighboring country because of the unfriendly condition. When you kill us with hunger, who will vote for you again the next election? Very soon, people will start campaigning. President Muhammadu Buhari, please save this situation. It's getting out of hand. I believe your advisors are not giving you the real facts. During the COVID-19, you provided food. Ask them to give food to the poor masses that stay at home. We will not blame you because you cannot be everywhere at the same time. But I blame the selfish leaders who don't have human conscience, who went and hid the food. The masses that died during COVID-19 of hunger is more than the people that died of the real pandemic. I believe with this, you can be able to trace what is really wrong with us as a nation. God bless Nigeria.